And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Music Free Gaming. All the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. It is a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Other than being really freaking cold, it's wonderful here. Hopefully, it's a wonderful day where you're at. Um, yeah, it's uh, you know. Negative teens, not warm. Doesn't matter. Fahrenheit, Celsius, doesn't matter. It's a little chilly. All right, let's go ahead and get into some Minecraft where all the fun stuff happens. At least that's the theory. Oh, righty then. So, I am here, apparently. So, sweet. So, let's see. I need to do some stuff, right? So we got the iron farm connected over here to the storage last stream. Oh, conveniently enough, iron is coming right on in. And I need to do a couple of things next. It's nothing too crazy, at least initially. I need to go drop a bunch of stuff off my actual storage, but so here's the deal. I have two things I need to build fairly soon. One is a better bulk storage sorting system thing, right? I need to do some sorting. I think I'm going to actually build that out this way somewhere. But I also need some farming stuff, right? I need all sorts of foodstuffs. I need, actual food. Baked potatoes are great. Golden carrots are even better. So I need a place where I can set up some farmers. I also need to get stuff to trade with them, like not potatoes. I mean, I could trade potatoes. But things like pumpkins and melons and those types of things. All sorts of tasty deliciousness there. And maybe a few other things. So I was kind of thinking maybe what I would do would be to set something up out kind of this way. Hey, Purplish, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. So great to see you here. All right, so I was thinking I might set up some farming stuff kind of out this way. Let's zoom out for a minute. Because there's the village. There's the smithy. I'm thinking, kind of, actually maybe do it over here. This might be good. Yeah, just sort of off this side over here. Just looking at the peninsula and all that fun stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll come out this way somewhere. Okay, cool. We have ourselves at least some small percentage of a plan. Because plans are things that sometimes I actually do. But not especially. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be setting up a place to... it's going to do a couple of things. One, it's going to be a pumpkin, melon farm, sugarcane farm, that type of thing. It's also going to be a place where I can set up trading with farmers and that type of thing. So I think, setting it up over here is going to be good. So let's trim back the forest here just a touch. Because there are many trees and they're in the way. Okay, well, that was almost useful. All right, I think I'm going to have to take this one down too. All right, so that's the idea. Now, what I'm planning on doing is... How's it going, Wolven? Thank you so much for those bits. That is awesome and amazing. And I love the stitching. Yes. How's it going, man? I haven't seen it in a while. So great to have you here. Oh, good. Awesome. Yeah, so what I thought I would do as I build this up is I want to set it up So I'm combining some farms and stuff all in one area, and then I'll have the trading hall for the handful of farmers that I'm going to have there to trade and buy golden carrots from, that type of thing. That's mostly why I'm going to have them. So, I mean, I could trade with them for emeralds, but honestly, I'm getting enough emeralds from my iron farm and all of the smiths over there. So let's clear this out. And there are a couple of things I want to mark out here, just so I know where it's at. And that's the chunk borders. Because when I set up the wheat farm, which is going to be part of this, that's going to require a hopper minecart underneath it. And those are preferable to have just kind of stuck inside a chunk border. You let them go outside of chunk borders and your minecart does funky things. So, all right. So let's see. F3 and B. Oops. Nope. That's bounding boxes. G. There we go. So chunk border does go into that house. So let's come this way. So chunk borders are here and there. Yeah, so let's take down a couple more trees. All right, so that's gonna work. All right. Okay, so a couple more trees, and this should be all sorts of fun. So this farm's gonna have a couple of things, and I'm toying with the idea of combining everything into all the drops end up sort of in one place, and then the hopper minecart takes care of it all. Okay. Oh, look, a spider. I don't like spiders. That spider is having all sorts of... I had to put it out of its misery, really. It was smoking, had been enchanted. I figure it's probably not healthy for the spider to have red swirlies coming out of it, so we'll just put it out of its memory, out of its misery, memory of its misery, all of those things. It's all good. All right, so this is going to go here. Now, let's see. How do I want to lay this out? So, if I put... The idea is I'm going to have a wheat farm. I'm going to have some beehives on one side. Okay. If you remember in the in season 1, I had beehives going all the way around the farm. I'm not going to be doing that. That was way too many bees, way too many hives. So I'll just go down one side and have 7 maybe. So, something like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So that's the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put the center of the wheat farm there. We'll run the beehives out this side. The redstone for the hives will stick out this way. This tree is going to be in the way. I can already tell. All right. Cool. So that's going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that'll be the end of the actual farm. So it's going to sort of come out and around this way. That's an interesting question. Do I want to leave it in the middle or slide it off to the side a little bit? Yeah, I'll leave it in the middle. That'll give me plenty of room to drop off other things. So, as I said, the plan is going to be to have melons and pumpkins and sugarcane all growing in here. Probably what I want to do over here too is probably set up some vending machines for flowers, right? Because the tall flowers, you hit them with bone meal and they just spit out more tall flowers, which is lovely. So I like having a nice little spot. It's like, oh yeah, let's just hit a lever or throw some bone meal in or something, and boom, we have more flowers. It's really nice for getting dyes and things like that. All right. I'm going to be probably tearing down more of this village as I go along, but for now, it's fine. Also, I haven't figured out how I want to do more decorations and stuff around here and on the inside. The inside of this building is a little bit plain. So, especially the walls around the bamboo farm. So, yeah, that's gonna need some work. Lots and lots of work. Apparently it's not night enough yet. Oh, got some iron coming up. Yeah, see, we should be getting iron every 30 seconds or so. So we've got 2 iron golems spawning in, you know how that goes. All right. So, lay that out. The next thing, okay, meander over this way. I also want to move it a little bit away from where I'm doing other things, just to sort of spread out a little bit. And I'm not going to say it's going to totally reduce and eliminate lag and all that stuff. It's less of a concern on a single player world, but I do sort of want to just sort of spread it out a bit, keep things from getting too crazy. Oops. Well, stripped that log. Was not ideal, but okay. This is now just going to be a very bushy tree. All right, let's take care of this. I said I want to take care of. All right, great. Oh, and I'm out of inventory space. Awesome. Actually, we'll just turn that into sticks. I mean, I guess I can turn it into planks too. That's fine. All right. Cool. So now these leaves should be despawning here a bit. All right. So farm's going to kind of come in here. I think I'm going to raise it up just a bit. Now, there's going to be some interesting thoughts too, because I could lift the whole farm up, right? So it sits up in the air a little bit, and at this level, have all of the storage and the villagers and all that. Or I could put all that stuff underground and just leave the farms above ground, which would be an interesting thought too. So, all right. So we get this. So if we get this farm going here, so let's think about. Here, I'll use spruce for this because why not? All right, so melon farm. Actually, I should probably throw a cactus farm in here too. Okay, that'll be a little. That'll be interesting. We'll figure that out. All right, so that might not be okay. Anyway, so let's see. So we have. If I use the basic design where it's a stem, and things can spawn on either side of it. Right, and then I could do it. So you could do it a couple of ways. You can give each thing 2 ways to spawn. But really going every other one should be fine. Because yes, it'll have 2 ways to spawn, but at the instant a melon or a pumpkin grows, it'll get hit by a piston and shoved off into all of that. So I could just sort of bring all of this stuff over this way. Now, obviously chunk border, so I don't have to keep all of that around. I also don't need those eyes. Lots of ideas. Ideas that have eyes. Yeah, so the plan would be that the melons and pumpkins and stuff would get hit off by the pistons, and the hopper minecart that I'm going to have running underneath this wheat farm will also slide under here and pick up the melons and stuff that get broken off. Okay. Oh, that's actually an interesting question. Do I want them on that side or do I want them on the other side? I think I actually want them on this side. Just given that the entrance is going to be over there, so I think I want farm stuff to happen on this side. Okay. Okay. All right, so I could do it this way then. So, 2, 3, 4. All right, so just slide that over that way. Now, let's see. Let us see. All right, so the hives would go here. I'm going to have some not acacia, azalea. That's the word I'm looking for. Grab some flowering azalea leaves to throw over on this side for the bees to fly to, and just enclose all of that so that the bees will fly over to the leaves, they'll pollinate the wheat, and then fly back. It slows down that farm a little bit, but it speeds up the wheat harvest, which will be great for the farmer I will lock in there. Okay. And then this gives me all of this area. Now, it doesn't have to stay in the chunk, but it would be nice if all of the drops end up in the chunk for collection. So I could put... I don't want to do this. I could put the cactus farm here on the inside, right? I could put cactus farm in there and put sugar farm out here. There's a witch around. They're not particularly happy with my ideas, but you know, I'm not sure witches are particularly good at I don't know, town design, things like that. So wherever that witch is, it can just meander off and go do its own thing. Okay, so if I were to do a cactus farm now, I'd have to have some form of wall here, right, to keep the bees in. All right, so the bees don't come in or don't leave the farm. Oh, actually, the walls would have to be here because I need room for the azalea. Now, the azalea leaves could be the walls, right? Which would make sense. I could load up a wall with nothing but azalea and flowering azalea leaves at the edge of the farm here, which the bees will then meander over and take their little bit of nectar. Okay, so I can do that. It actually would make some sense. So yeah, sure. We'll put the wall there. All right. So I'm going to wall there. Now, let's go pull this out for a minute. All right, so this is going to change things just a little bit. But if I do the wall here, all right, I'll have redstone sticking out this side for the hives, for that collection. What I could do is take and stop the farms, like the melon and pumpkin, inside here. That would be interesting. Okay. I also am going to need space for a couple of villagers, so so I can get them in their little trading hall. But like I said, if all of it ends up in the basement, that's perfectly fine. I'm actually totally okay with that. If I don't even need to come up here. So, all right, so cactus I set up a cactus farm. Let's see. So these would stop. Cactus farm would come in here. You know how this basic routine, right? The cactus comes in this way. Every other slot. This would come out. Okay. And that's, yeah, it might be too much cactus. I don't know that I'm going to need that much green. Also, because it's a one chunk, and a chunk is 16 blocks, so it's an even number, that's a problem. But I can deal with it. I can actually move this wall in, right? Because coming out this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's where the edge of the farm is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. So I'm off center anyway, so that's see, this is why you plan it all out ahead of time, right? So you have some idea where things are going. At least that's the idea. I don't know. I do not have a bed on me, which is not surprising in the least. Okay, so you know what? I need to head down into my other storage. Right, you know. Guess it's I'm sort of abandoning the starter base, which is that building. That's going to go away. Not entirely sure how I'm going to handle it, but something there is going to go away. All right, where was I leaving dirt? Dirt. There we go. Good enough. Oh, I can compost these seeds because I'm not going to need those right now. I've got plenty to be able to get started on that wheat farm. All right. And, you know, why wheat, you might ask? Well, because it's not like I'm eating bread and I'm going to be trading for golden carrots. Wheat is used for target blocks. Yeah, this is something else that needs some artistic attention. And I just haven't really given it a lot of thought for what I want that to look like. So it's going to sit there looking really ugly and stupid for now. Okay. So, I feel like I need maybe to put a little dealy bob coming off the sides there too, but it's all right. Now we should have, just while I'm over here, plenty of villagers, probably too many. So let's take a moment. Make sure I don't have anybody in there. Okay. All right, so just turn off the farm. I thought about some sort of fancy on-off switch, but that would require that, like, I have a sticky piston and some fun stuff like that, and I don't have any of that, so yeah, we'll just turn that off that way. It's manual, and that's fine. Okay, so this is all going to come up this way. Now, let's see. Yeah, because I can move all of this stuff in one block if I wanted to. All right. Or perhaps this side in the one block. Because, yeah, apparently Counting and I are not friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yes, of course, because it's even. Right. Okay. Fine. Yeah, I can just slide this side in one little bit. All right. Cool. So let's go ahead and pull these up, and I'll just slide them over. Again, this is just sort of rough sketch here. I'm not really doing anything permanent. Okay. That's not where that goes. Okay. So the cactus would be there. All right. So yeah, I'd have some sort of wall here. I said probably the azalea leaves. Yeah, the cactus would happen here. And then coming off of this side would be the sugarcane farm. And so the sugarcane would sit out here. My only concern with that is if I do the sugarcane farm there, is, well, this is inside the chunk. As long as the sugar is falling into this water, which will have to be here underneath the cactus, that'll collect just fine. Actually. So, yeah. And if I put it up even so it'll flow down on top of blocks here that the minecart will pick up, oh, that'll be just peachy. And actually, I don't even need water under this. I probably will put water under it, but I don't need water under it if I'm just going to lay a hopper minecart all the way under here, just picking up everything. It's going to be a busy little minecart, but it's okay. I think we'll be just fine. So that's the general idea. So if I want to shift all the stuff in this way, so it's 2 blocks from there, 2 blocks in that way. Okay. All right. So yeah, and then sugar farm is happening out this way. Use planks. All right. So the sugar would actually, yeah, that would be fine because the sugar could be growing on this block. Will get broken off. Some of it will end up stuck on here because that just happens. Oh, but a lot of it will fall into the cactus. I don't want that. Because I'd rather not have the. Okay, all right. Let's change this up then. Because yeah, I don't want the sugar to break off the cactus, or get break off by the piston and fall into the cactus and be destroyed. That just seems like a really bad idea. So instead, what if I put the sugar here? Okay. I'm going to need a little bit of room for pistons and stuff. Actually, this might have to come out this way a little bit. Right? Because if the sugar cane is there, the pistons sit here. And yeah, I think I need one more row for the observer signal to come back down to the piston. You know, that type of thing. Yeah. Okay. All right, so that can live there. And then what I could do, and I could even put a wall. Yeah, so I could have this push off this way. I could have a wall here separating the sugar from the cactus. Say right at the chunk border. Right? And then the cactus I could place out here, something like this. Okay. Oops. And then have the water flow right in under here. Okay, so then the minecart will pick it up from there. And yeah, that'll work. So the I won't have any sort of confusion. You know, I won't be losing sugar to cactus. I'll lose some, of course, to falling on top of the sugar blocks. It's the nature of the farm. Ooh, but I'm running a hopper minecart under it anyway. I could put it at ground level, run the hopper minecart right under it, and just suck all that stuff up anyway. Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. And if I put the cactus farm up a little higher, I could have water flow all the way down so it just flows right down to this area. And the hopper minecart will just pick all of that up too. Sweet. So yeah, that'll work. Yeah, so I'll build, the building will build out, obviously around that way. It'll build out this way around the pumpkin farm. Yeah, so I'll just do pumpkins on one side, melons on the other, as is fairly typical of such things. I mean, sure, I could build them all in the same place, but, this is fine. All right, so that's going to be the basic layout then. And of course, in the hives, it'll stick out this way. I don't know, to roughly there. I forgot how long the redstone signal needs to be. Right, because it's, you throw a comparator looking at the hive. So when the honey goes into it, the comparator picks it up and says, "Oh yes, I know that honey," and pulls it out. The other thing I'm going to have to do is rig a delivery system for, I don't know, shears and water and empty bottles and stuff to feed into the hives, just so that I can so I can load them up with it, whatever it is I need to load them up with, to get honeycomb, to get honey bottles, all that stuff, right? All right, cool. So now this comes back to the question I had before. Do I want to have the collection system at ground level here, which means the farms go up? Or do I want to put the collection system underground? Which would, that could be okay. Now, I mean, actually, both are fine. I've got some legitimate and some interesting reasons for doing both. But the storage system should end up right in the same area as the farmers, because the farmers they're there for trades, and so I'm definitely going to want to be able to trade with them based off of whatever I've got near me. So, okay. All right, so this is all going to come this way, or I'm going to come this way. I'll build some road, probably cut down some trees, tear down a house or two. And yeah, I'm going to have to do some azalea work here. But all of that can happen here. In fact, so here's the thing, okay? This azalea tree marks my entrance down into my cave, right? There's a lush cave down here. My spider farm's down that way. All that stuff. I've got a geode. This tunnels down right into a geode. So what I could do, tear this building down, build this stuff up this way, and I could build a little structure out this way that then heads down into the farm area, or into the collection area, and then also provides access down into the mine, which, if I were really clever, that's a questionable assumption. Am I really clever? Maybe. But if I'm really clever, I could even give myself some nice bubble vader up and down, so it's easier to get in and out of my mine. Okay. Yeah, so I like the idea then. Build the farm basically at ground level. Build the building up around it. And then the storage system is going to go all underneath this business. All right. Okay, I guess I can do that. The only thing I need to worry about right now is I don't have gold. I don't have gold enough for powered rails. I've got a little bit of gold, but not enough to do powered rails for a collection system covering most of this chunk. Okay. So that's going to be a little bit of an issue. Um, but I do need to do some adventures in the nether anyway. Because I've got some other plans that needs... I need a gold farm. Really, is what this comes down to. I need a gold farm. And the best way to deal with that is to build one in the end with magma blocks and all that stuff. I built a nice one last season. I'll do that again, I think. There with a piglin bartering farm. You know, all that good stuff. Okay, so... Alright, so if I do this then... Let's see. I'm gonna need some blocks here. So let's start getting things laid out. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. That's what I'll have to do then is... Yeah. Oh, man. I may have to go get the gold first. All right, so... And here's what I'm thinking, right? If I go get the gold... Because I want to put the rails in first. Because trying to put the rails in after I get all the farm stuff up and going is going to be a real pain in the neck. Doable, but a real pain. Plus, I want to figure out where I'm going to be setting in the sorting system and all that stuff. All right, so that is definitely a plan. However, I apparently forgot to do something really useful and go to the bathroom before stream. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then I think we're going to have to go take a trip out to the nether and see what I can find gold-wise. So, all right, so let's go ahead and pause that. And I will be right back. This problem is easily solved through science. Also, interior design. And sleeping. Sleeping is a way to solve many problems, or at least make you feel like you're solving many problems, you know. And you don't want your doors to be too narrow, otherwise you cannot get your fat donkey through the door. And as somebody who has a fat donkey, I'm telling you, you want to be sure your doors are wide enough. Things I'll probably maybe think about throwing in some sort of waterfall. Now, you don't want to be chasing them, partly because waterfalls don't really go anywhere. So you just show up and say, oh, look, I caught you. And the waterfall just sits there and kind of makes wet roaring noises. And, yeah, not really a lot to do. So they're not going to chase you back, right? Waterfalls are horrible at playing tag. Oh, right. I am back, feeling better, and I'm going to have to drop off some stuff and go take a run in the nether, I think. It's going to be special. But shouldn't be too bad. Do need to be sure I've got my gold stuffs on. This is not where I'm storing things anymore. I mean, yes, I have stuff stored there, but that's not where I want to be storing things anymore. Okay, so we'll... I should probably... Well, no, I don't really need to. I was just thinking maybe I should keep a little bit of stuff on me, but I really don't need to. So, I've got that. Oh, I should get one... Probably left it upstairs. Saying I should get an arrow. Do I have a chest here that I've got? That's more cobblestone. Apparently I don't. Okay. Organization is cool, and I should try it sometime. All right. Plants and drops. I don't know. Stuff. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't have like a deep slate box, right? All this stuff. I just... Sorting is not a thing I'm doing, apparently. All right. So... I think I left my gold helmet in here. I've got some gold boots. I don't want to change out of my feather falling. No. Thought I had a gold helmet somewhere. All right. It is the great hunt for the gold helmet. I think it exists. I have been really bad about, putting things back where they belong. I don't know about you, if this is a problem you have in your worlds, but it's definitely a problem I have in mine. It's, putting stuff back where I need, want it and or need it. Okay, so I've got some arrows. Okay. All right, I'm going to take this gold with me, but I may end up leaving it over here in the chest. Let's head over to the portal. And, yeah, I need to put another row of cobblestone on the top of that portal. Nope, I apparently did not do that. Great. All right. Oh, I hate burning through the gold that way because I need it. But I also need the gold hat, so... All right. So switch to the fortune pickaxe so I can get all that stuff better. Got the gold hat to keep the piglins happy. And bow. Oh, do I want to grab some more food? I should take some more food with me. All right, back and forth we go. I do have some plans to build a moss farm over there. I was watching, and Raceworks had a really cool moss farm. It's like, ooh, this could be really exciting. So, I must have put it away. Again, barrels. There we go. So, I was thinking it might be fun to build that for some moss. It also gives you all of the drops that you get off of moss, including saplings and stuff. Basically, I would turn most of it into a bone meal farm. It also is apparently nice for XP and stuff, but I don't know. All right, so where am I at here? Basically, 12 minus 5. Cool. So, got my sword, got my pickaxe, and let's head down. Actually, I kind of... That does go that way. I mean, obviously, the tunnel does go that way. I can't remember if it comes out over there or not. I don't know if I want to go down. All right. I haven't been this way in a while. I haven't spent a lot of time in the nether. I did dig out this way, but I want to... I also want to look around because I want to find a... Okay. Yeah, so... Oops, up. That's where I want to go. I want to go up and out. And... Wow. Okay. Also, look at the crazy person who forgot to bring blocks with him. Yeah. Anyway, I do want to find a fortress because I need blaze powder, right? All that fun stuff. So I think what I want to do is let's take this guy up because this is safe. Totally safe. Okay, just keep the... Okay. Good. I came inside before the ghasts came out to play. All right. When I come out of here, we'll definitely be sure to drop a torch or something to light this up. Ooh. Also, grab some quartz because that's helpful. Big fan of quartz. Okay. It's going to make building the sorting system a heck of a lot easier. Because, you know, comparators and stuff. And all of the farms I was just talking about, right? Now, I believe I want to find a nether waste biome. Which I think there's one over this way. I could be wrong. I was looking at a map on Chunk Base, but it's not quite the same. You know, it's as getting out there and finding it for yourself. Jeez, where the heck is everybody? There's gas, but okay. All right. I think maybe what I want to do is not go up. Let's just take this straight. Which is fine. I can do that. All right. So just plow through here and hope for the best, I guess. All right, hey gang, how we doing? Nether wastes for the win, right? That's right. Nether waste represent. Okay. Hey gang, how we doing? All right. Yeah, keep an eye out for the... Wow, this is maybe not the safest place I've ever been. Okay. Okay, is that actually going down? Yes, it is. Cool. All right. Yeah, definitely not the safest place I've ever been. So let's go ahead and just run. Oops. Well, all right. I was just going to run some netherrack across the top there, but apparently not. All right, so just sling around this way. Now, there's some gold over here. Now, let's hope. I'm just looking to make sure there... Oh, actually, you know, well, I've got fortune... I have fortune 3. I've heard, and I didn't count those blocks, I've heard that it actually is... Whoa, okay. A long way down there. Seriously. I've heard the math actually works out that even with a fortune pick, it makes sense to silk touch the stuff and to silk touch the gold blocks and then smelt them when you get back, because with fortune you'll get like just shy of 9 nuggets per block, and with and then if you silk touch it, you're guaranteed to get an ingot, which would be 9 instead of like 8.8. I think is what the math said. I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of... If someone has done the math, let me know, but... So, I could be wrong going at this with fortune, but... Hey, fortuning the, all this quartz, though. Also, is there a better biome to be mining gold in? Honestly, maybe I should just go build the freaking gold farm. It's not quite the how I wanted to go about this, but... Oh, I wanted to try something, and I don't have any with me. Anyone out there know if powdered snow can be placed in the nether? Just curious, right? Anyone know? Was thinking about that the other day. I know you can place it in the end, right? Okay, but I wasn't sure if you could place it in the nether. Obviously, water doesn't last long in the nether, but all right. So let's. All right, so go ahead and just silk touch that. We'll smelt it. Huh? What's over that way? Oh, hey, look, there's more gold here. Let's grab that. Okay. Fortunately, there aren't any piglins around here to cause me pain and suffering, so we'll just be happy about that. What's this way? So a little more gold over here, too, so we'll kind of make our way towards the gold and whatever is happening over here. Okay. Because, yeah, I can smelt that just fine. Huh. Maybe nothing is happening over here. Which... Oh. Oh. There's a fortress happening over here. Check that out. It's way the heck down there. But, it does exist. And, ooh, this is actually a pretty nice spot. I know, it's a little cheaty right now using free cam. But there's actually a pretty nice spot. Ooh, is that a... And there's a blaze spawner right there? Oh, perfect. But no, this area right here, this crossroads. Man, this is a really tiny fortress. I wonder if there... I'll have to take a look and see if there's more to it. I might be able to find some... stuff. Find some nether wart. Because it's hard to brew potions without nether wart. I really wish you could break down the nether wart blocks. Okay, so... Alright, so I'm going to have to go down here. I'm not sure I want to go down right by all of that, but... Alright. Oh, hey, look. It's alright. There's more gold here, so... Oh, that's wonderful. So, I've got 26. Now, plus a stack and then some of nuggets. Now, because I was obviously thinking, and by thinking, I totally mean not thinking, I didn't bring any wood to build a crafting table. Or I didn't even bring a crafting table to turn these nuggets into... Whoa, okay. Wait, come here. No, seriously. Well, boom. All right. I'll take that. All right, so where was my way up now? Okay, it's right there. The gas done blowing it up. Yeah, man. Oh, the blowing up. All right, so there's the fortress down there. Great. All right, so... Did I just tick off that? I can't tell. I did. I ticked off the piglin. Well, that's annoying. All right. But still, I've got a blaze spawner down there. That is wonderful. Got a little extra gold up here. Might as well grab that. Since the piglin can't get to me anyway. right, so this is good. So I've got, what is that? 70 ingots. Or 70 nuggets. That's not what I wanted. 'Cause 70 nuggets gives you, what, not even 10 ingots. So, yeah. I'm going to believe that, that story of, yeah, just silk touch it and smelt it when you get home. Okay. I think they've forgiven me now. Nice saying that the piglins have a short memory, you know? All right, so cool. So let's figure out how to get down here relatively safely. Okay, see if I can bring this down here in a way that's fairly reasonable. And preferably not going to get killed by ghasts. So let's maybe give myself a nice little way up this way here too. All right. So now, how do I want to come down this way? All right, but I think I've got plenty of gold to. Well, let's see, because so I've got 30 netherite ore, or netherite 30 nether gold ore. Okay, so that's wonderful. So that's 30 gold, basically. 30 divided by 6. It's not really enough, but because that's 5, plus I've got some more, so 36. That's about 6 sets of rail, which is pretty slim when it comes down to it. Okay. All right, so just slap a couple of torches this way. So now, let's take a look. So we've got ourselves a little bitty fortress. And this blaze spawner, right there. Okay. So that spawner, other than being outside, isn't too bad. I can get down to it even without going through the fortress. Right, if I come back this way, maybe what I should do is get some, grab some of that glowstone. If I grab some glowstone, dig down and around this way, right, so that I come down here. Let's come on down. Right, so coming down this way. Okay. Then I can light up the blaze spawner so it won't kill me. That would be a plus. I like not getting killed by things. Okay. Gonna hop up back this way. Enjoy some lovely, lovely baked potatoes. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be a heck of a deal. All right. But I think that's gonna work. So nice. So I've got the blaze spawner, and I've got a good spot for a wither skeleton farm. Not that I'm particularly in the need of wither skelly drops, but that's okay. All right. Well, while I'm here, let's go and grab the quartz. Yeah, the quartz is going to be super useful for all the redstone, right? You can buy quartz blocks, right, for building, but you can't buy just plain quartz. So Now, you can trade for it. This is the other reason I want to build a gold farm. So that I can then set up a piglin bartering farm for gold and yeah, blackstone and a bunch of that other stuff. All right. Sweet. All right, so that's not fabulous, but it is a thing. Okay. So yeah, so if I go down there, build build that guy up as a blaze farm, right? So I can get all of the blaze rods I need. Then comes the fun of seeing what else is going on with this. Oh, hi. Gotcha. Okay, so it turns out my bow is marginally okay. What am I looking at here? That's a heck of a drop is what I'm looking at there. Okay. All right, I want to go down there because I want to see if I can find some nether wart. I mean, I'd like to grab some nether wart, set it up, because I do need some things like... Well, I need more stuff is what I need. I need more brewing stands, and I need blaze powder to power those brewing stands. Okay. I think some of that may have just ended up in the lava, but... Okay. 14 glowstone. Plus, I've got some right here. So, great. Let's go ahead and harvest this. Now, this will be perfect. I mean, I can Bly? Yes. Ah, Captain Bly. We are going to Bly some more glowstone. That was just stupid. Okay. No, so I can take this, build it up around this spawner. Yeah, that should be fine. Need to figure out how I got back over there, though. All right. Said it wouldn't hurt to grab a few blaze rods while I can. I did get all that stuff out of there. It did. Okay. All right. Could do without all the magma cubes, though. Okay. Now I am shooting poison arrows for the moment. Just because I bought some and... You know, I do have one other regular arrow. I have an infinity bow, right? So that makes it nice. All right, let's go do the thing. Whoa, okay. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so that tingled just a little bit. Yep. Okay, can I place some blocks right around here? Nope, apparently not. For some reason, this blaze does not want me to turn off the spawner. Okay. Okay, we'll just sort of work our way around the outside, perhaps. Now, blaze are a little crazy because the blaze spawners, they actually use... They need a lot lower light level. Okay, technically I'm in the fortress. Technically. Okay. Isn't it a great fortress? But it does exist. Okay. Alright, see if I can... Gotcha. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright, so we're just gonna... Hello. Oh, there are a lot of blaze right there. Hi. Hi, how are you? I would like to not die, though, okay? Can we agree that me dying would be bad, and you should not try to make that happen? Okay. I can't see through anything. I'm in fire. That's not good either. Okay. All right, let's just take these guys down. Okay, nope. Let's just run for our lives. That's it. I'm running for my life. Yeah. Life, running for. I am here, still alive, and that is awesome. Okay, and he decided to follow me. Cool. Alright, so, okay, we got, cool. Alright, so let's see if I can get down here. Throw a little bit more light down. Ow, oh, 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 oh. Ow, 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 ow. That dude almost knocked me into lava. Okay, I find that unfriendly. All the unfriendly is, yes. Okay. Hi. I mean, sure, I know. I'm kind of in their space, but... Okay. Okay, so, can I, what do I need to not have? That's fine. That I cannot have. Sweet. Alright. I think... Alright, I think I've got this lit up well enough that, yeah. So, yeah, that's all sorts of bad happening down there. Alright, cool. But I think I managed to light this up well enough that I don't have to worry about blaze spawning in me. Alright, cool. Alright, nice. So, we're good? We're good. Alright. So, let's meander down this way. Okay. Yeah, goodbye. I really don't need all that netherrack. Also, I don't think I need... Whoa, hi! Where did you come from? Okay. Okay. Spawning down there. Great. Alright, we're just gonna... Alright, well, I've got some glowstone. We'll use that. Seems a little, excessive for guideposts, but, you know, we'll go with it. Ah, here we go. Here's actual fortress. And some wither bros. Okay. Okay. Could do without the wither bros. I mean, sure, if one of them wants to, or two or three of them want to give me their head. Okay. Jeez, look at all of them over there. Okay. Let's get that gassed. Meanwhile, those wither skellies are over there like, what the heck, man? I don't know what's going on. Hi. Tell you what, come with me. We're just gonna come over here for a minute, all right? Yeah, just for a moment, okay? Ow. Okay, how you doing? All right, we're good? Okay, no. Apparently, he did not decide to drop his head. I mean, I don't know why. You know. Got him. Alright, so let's see here. Let's, honestly, I kind of want to pop over this way. Okay, this is probably stupid. So let's give myself a little bit of a wither wall. Protect myself from some wither skeletons. And I'm going to go this way for a minute. Okay. Again, there's some stupidity happening here, but... Oh, like the blaze spawner. Okay. Great. Cool. Great. Did not need that. All right, so just gonna take a quick run this way. And just, this is basically going back the way I came. Yeah. Yeah, there is a distinct lack of useful stuff there, but... Alright, got ourselves some flowing lava. Cool. Just block that off. Yeah, this area right here will be perfect for a wither skelly farm. Actually, in any sort of fortress mob farm, but wither skellies are great. So, okay, nope, no, no, no. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about all of your mixtape or any of that other stuff. No. All right, so I think I'm going to take this gold that I've got, which was the whole point of coming into the nether in the first place, and get, well, the getting's good. Because, yeah, I have a feeling bad things are going to happen if I stick around here, so. Well, I've got a magma cream, though. I guess that's something. I mean, what is it? Oh, it's a magma cream. Well, okay. Not unlike lotion, except less likely to set fire to your skin, I suppose. All right, so cool. So, managed to fulfill 2 goals here. I've got gold, right? Which has gold right in the name, right? So, wonderful. You know what? Let's just fill this in, huh? I know me. I will 100% fall down there. I'll come running across this, and I will just plummet. And that seems spicy down there, so I don't want to be down in the spicy. All right. Cool. All right, so good things are happening there. Got plenty of, okay, just run down, hope for the best. Okay. So I've got some gold, got lots and lots of nether quartz, and found an excellent location for a blaze spawner and a different spawner, so great. Oh, look, crafting table. I did, in fact, leave one here. All right. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, so that's going to be a problem for future me to deal with, is to set up that blaze farm. But I'm not worried about it right now. I do have 7 blaze rods, which is wonderful. That is fabulous. Definitely going to need those. Don't especially need the nether rack, but how's my... Yeah, bamboo's not doing too bad, I suppose. Not great. This doesn't put out a whole lot, but it's not bad for a farm in general. So we'll just go ahead and throw that in there. Okay, and let's go ahead and smelt the that gold ore. All right, got some bars there. Do I have... I might have some more... Oh, look, a gold helmet. And I left my diamond helmet over here. Jeez, monkeys. All right. Eyes you should use. See things you will. A moron you won't be. Alright. It's a really lousy Yoda impression. But. Okay. Grab some of that. Grab some of that. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna test this real fast. Since I'm right here, I'm just gonna see if powdered snow will live in the nether. If it doesn't, fine. If it does, that'll be interesting. Okay. Ooh. It does. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's good to know. Because that means that I can use that. Sorry, I saw the leaves and I thought maybe there was a zombie or something falling through there. Cool. So that means I can use the powdered snow to make with the death of stuff in the nether. I like that idea. Okay. Oh, you know what? Well, I'll leave the iron here. It was there mostly so I could make buckets if I needed it. Alright, do I have any other gold? No, just that. Oh, hello, kitty. Alright. Nice. Nice, nice. Well, I'm liking this progress is being made. I mean, I like where this is going. Alright, so I'm just going to double check and make sure I didn't leave an extra gold nugget somewhere, right? Because I'd really like... Aha. Okay. Because I'd really like to have enough to craft up at least one more ingot. Okay. Nice. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and grab some redstone. Yeah, got some here. Put that back, since I have 2 of those now, apparently. It's alright. They're not enchanted or anything. If I suppose I could put mending and unbreaking on them. I mean, it wouldn't hurt anything, I suppose. Alright. Plus, we've got all of these... oops, stop that. Yeah. Okay, and that is it, huh? Alright, so I've got 43 gold ingots. Nice. Alright, so that means I can make some powered rails, which is good. No. Okay. Alright, so that's 36 of those. Let me see if I left any in here. Doesn't look like it. I may have left a few elsewhere, but I'm also going to need some more regular rail as well. Okay. And I do have 18 trillion helmets because I accidentally crafted way too many of them. As opposed to of when I bought a whole bunch of them. Alright. Cool. Alright, so yeah. So the nether brick is cooking away. Yeah, this is... It's going to be interesting to cook through this bamboo. It's actually this one that I'm... get the most worries about, but... should be fine. Alright. So I've got this, and let's see what I've got in the way of rail over here. And then... once I get all of the rail in place, then I can kind of figure out where is my collection system going to be. There we go. A little more powered rail. Thought I had... oh, I was going to say, I thought I had more rail here, and I actually do. Cool. So let's craft up a little bit more rail. Fortunately, hey, look. The iron farm is providing iron. It's what it's good at. All right. Rail. Okay, so grab some of that. I'll need a minecart and all that stuff later, but for now, let's just go with what I've got. I'll drop there. Cool. All right, so let's figure out where all of this is going to go. All right, I've got things sort of plotted out over here, and so now I can get all of this in place and figure out what's the deal with my sorter. All right, so let's see. I really need to add efficiency 5 to this shovel, but all right, so let's see. So the farm, right? The farm is going to come out here. All right, this is where the wheat farm is going to be. The villager's going to live here forever, you know, farming wheat for me. Which wheat and some seeds, I suppose, will get picked up as well. Maybe a little bit of bone meal. Okay, so all right, so this is going to be the farm. All right, and then we'll have the stuff, and I can actually move those in. Right, I don't have to leave the space between them. I do need to. No, I don't have to leave the space between them at all, actually. Because, yeah. Because if the bees fly over there and I don't think they can irrigate those types of crops. Right? I don't think if you've got a bee dripping with pollen, I don't think it irrigates mushrooms, melon and pumpkin. Okay, but, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it does. Okay, but I'll want to... But this will actually make sense, because then I can plant the pumpkins out here. Because I'll be running the minecart underneath it. Okay, that makes sense. And I was going to move those in anyway. All right, yeah, so this is... There's some sense happening here. So it's going to run ziggity-zaggity back and forth and back and forth. And then run down this way. Right. Okay. Yeah, to run down this way, I'll put the unloading station down here. And that will unload into the place. Right? Sure, that's how that works. Yeah, so the minecart will run this way. I'll have it stop here. I could actually even bring it this way or that way, maybe. Might be good too. Because I don't even have to run all of these. I don't have to run all of this as cactus. I could stop the cactus farm, say here, if I needed to, right? Just to make it all fit and be fun and lovely and exciting and stuff. Yes, sir. Should have brought a bed. Okay. But yeah, so it'll come this way. All right. Yeah. So that'll be there. So the sugar will actually start at this level. I'll take this wood out and the sugar will go right on that. And put the water behind it. Should be fine. With pistons feeding out that way. Okay, cool. All right, so let me go ahead and sleep, and then I'll see what I can figure out for this rail pattern. So that's always it's always a problem, right? It's, how does the rail end up going so it gets where you want it to go? Shouldn't be too bad, but I get it. get it sorted out. This way. There we go. Okay, so yeah, and the other nice thing here is the honey farm I'm going to set up over here. We'll just drop stuff onto the farm, so it'll get picked up by the stuff too. So, all right, so that's going to go this way. All right, so let's grab some regular rail. Okay. And now this way? I don't know if... Well, I'm going to start with this pattern. Okay. Now, no, don't you do that. Okay. That way. Jeez, monkeys. Behave yourself. All right. So it's very possible what I'll have to do is rotate things a little bit, but it's all right. Because I can end this track over there if I need to, depending on how this sort of rotates around. Missed a spot there. Okay. That's fine. Oops, nope. And obviously I want to come under there and light all of, or yeah, light it up, give it a torch or a lever to power those rails. Ooh, I think this is actually going to work out beautifully. Right, so that's going to go this way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, this is going to work. Okay. All right, so we'll just bring this down here. All right. Okay, so I could... actually, you know what? I don't... Probably won't need to. If I just make this all powered, I will need some powered rail here. Probably some there as well. Just to... right, because I'll have this thing that I have to worry about. So... Is that? Yeah, so that should be okay. If I need to, I actually could drop that down. No, because the actually, well, no, I was going to say I should take it down because I'm going to want to put stuff on top of it, right? But it can be up here, and I can actually have the farm all be up one block. That's not going to hurt anything. Yeah. Okay. All right, so the unloading station is going to be over here. It's actually going to take a little bit more room than that, I think. So let's see. So if I do that, maybe come this way one more. So basically what I'm going to have to do is build out the unloading station, make sure I've got room. Because I really would like to keep it within whatever's happening here. Now, there will be some redstone coming out this way because I'll need the pistons and observers for the jack-o'-lanterns and, melon farm, right? It's pumpkin and melon farm. But that's not going to stick out very far, so. And I would be sure the stays within the chunk. That would be nice. So, all right, let me go grab some other blocks because I don't have anything that's really suitable for building for this. I think maybe what I'll do is take a little bit of deep slate, which I think I offloaded all of down in the Oh, no, there's some deep slate there. Cool. All right, so grab some of that. I'm going to need some stuff. Some smooth stone is what I'm going to need. Right. Yep. Cannot craft observers without smooth stone. Or repeaters, for that matter. Which is not in there. It's in here. I mean, there might be some in there too, but... Okay. Redstone torches. All right. Okay, smooth stone. Actually, that's regular stone. So that's smooth stone. But one of those things made sense. Okay, so let's craft up some observers. So I'm going to need, or comparators. So let's start. We need one comparator. I'm going to need a repeater. Got redstone torch. Craft up another one just to be sure. I've got the redstone dust. Okay, and I should. I don't have a repeater. Do I have any chests? I do not. Actually, I have a spot somewhere here where I've got soul sand, but like so many things, I don't know where I left it. All right. So let's go and just offload some of that. Okay, what do I need? I need stuff. First off, I'm going to need a couple of chests. And I don't think I have any iron down here. I think it's all upstairs. I am half tempted to have a little lever or something that'll just drain some iron down here for me, but it's all right. It's not that important. All right, so we'll grab that so I can craft up one hopper. More hoppers would be fine, but for now, we'll just do the one. Okay. Yeah, my iron farm is in spawn chunks. I don't know if the spawn chunks make it all the way over here or not. They might. I mean, I'll almost certainly be losing a little bit of iron if I ever leave the area and that type of thing, but, you know. All right, so how to deal with this. So step one. I think this way. All right, so what I'm going to need to do is I'm just going to take this chest and it's going to go there. The hopper is going to go up this way. It's going to go there. Dig out some of this. So I've got room for all of this happy redstone. And, you know, maybe I should... I'm going to just... Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of... Okay. So let's make sure everything here is going to fit. I think it will, but... All right, so that's going to go there. Let's see. Block. I think I'm sort of remembering how some of this stuff works, right? So that goes there. The repeater, I believe, goes there. And let's grab that again. Oh, right, because I'm missing a track. There we go. Right, there we go. There we go. So, okay, put that there, and then I need one there. Okay, cool. Right, yeah, that works. That puts me puts this right here on the edge of this. But it should be okay. So the minecart will end up back there, and I should have grabbed a bed. That would have made sense. Making sense is not in the cards today. I don't know what is in the cards, but it's probably like a 3 of spades, which is just an awkward card when it comes down to it. Everyone talks about deuces being really low or something, but the 3 of spades is just like, that's just weird. Okay. I don't know why the spade makes all the difference, but yeah. It just feels like it does. There's probably a game out there where the spade actually makes a difference, whether it's a spade or it's a heart or something, bridge or something equally obscure. Okay, so that's going to go that way. Now, yeah, I think this is going to work. Oops, I'm going to end up down here. Okay. I think this is going to work just fine. I've got room. I think if I want to slide this forward one, I absolutely can. All right, but the idea is then grass would go here. Right, because the minecart's going to go under that. So this all gets to come out. Let's grab an axe. All right, so this is going to be the sugar farm right here. Sugar's going to happen there. I'll need some... oops, that's a redstone torch. Not at all useful here. Ooh. The rain is not as useful as it could be either. And it's thundering. Time to move. Seriously, did I? Nope. Did I leave a bed in that house? I did not. Not that one either. I had to tear out a lot of beds to make sure villagers didn't grab onto them or something silly. All right. We'll just sleep this thunderstorm away. I know it's 8:30 in the morning, but I am totally just going to sleep the thunderstorm away. I'll just go to sleep. It'll be wonderful. All right. Cool. So, do I have a slab? I don't. I also don't have a water bucket, which is going to be helpful as well. Okay, there's some slabs. It's powdered snow. Water bucket. Perfect. Is there a composter? No, but there are some slabs here, so. Okay, so grab that. Grab a composter because I'll need that as well. All right. And I'm going to have to do all sorts of fun stuff with azaleas, but I don't know if I have azalea saplings, so I'll have to sit and figure all of that nonsense out too. All right. Okay. So the minecart is going to have to stop here. Right. So, yeah, this is... I guess the sugar farm can go this way. That's... Remember, I said these guys... Apparently, I don't have them in my inventory anymore. I'm just going to slide them forward for a minute just to keep things nice and happy here. Oops. Nope. Just to, keep things balanced. Make things nice and odd, that type of thing. All right. So the sugar's going to go there. I do need to have... So I could block over that if I wanted to. It's going to stop this way. Okay. Yeah, so, all right, cool. So let's grab some, I'll grab some plain dirt. Why not? Okay, so the dirt's going to go that way. You know, some more water there would be nice. But anyway, so that's where the water's going to go. Okay, so the minecart will truck around this way. I'm going to have this nice... You know, I suppose I could give myself a little more room if I wanted to. Because I could put the azalea... Nah, no, it's fine. We'll just do it here. All right, so the azaleas are going to go that way. So now... So this is going to come out this way then. So I've got 2, 3, 4. Okay, grab some grass. There we go. 3 and 4. All right. Now I'm going to have to crawl under here and make sure I've got stuff on everything, which would be probably a wise thing to be doing now, in fact, before I get too crazy. But I'm just going to go ahead and get this grass and stuff in place. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. That's going to go this way, and that's going to come out. Make sure I should have counted correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I don't know if you know me in counting. I'm not super consistent with that, so we'll just hope for the best. All right, that was almost a thing. All right, so that's going to go there. That'll go there. Cool. Okay, so we'll drop a little bit of water there. Cool. So the farm, obviously, I'll fill it out and till it and all that stuff, but that's plan A for that. After I light this up, I need to make sure a minecart, actually an empty minecart, will make it all the way through it. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to extend the powered rails, which is fine. Let's grab some cobblestone. I've got sticks. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. Right? Just need to craft up a bunch of levers. Of course, I could just put redstone blocks under it. That should be fine, too. And if I need more redstone, I know where to get it. Not from him. From him. And from this guy over here. Okay, it's not a lot, but should be okay. Right? Sure. All right, so let's craft up a hopper minecart, which I can't do because I don't have a chest. That's easily remedied. Okay, there's a chest. Wonderful. All right, grab that. So now I need, let's see, need a minecart, obviously. And hopper. Hopper, there we go. And oops, that's not what I'm looking for. Boom, hopper minecart. Sweet. All right. So let's go see what I can do with this now. Got plenty of that, so I think this will work. I'm definitely going to have to farm some redstone for my villagers, but that's also why I've went and got a whole bunch of blaze rods. So, all right. So that's going to come out. That's going to come out. Slap some redstone down right there. Okay. Do the same thing over here now. Right? All the good stuff. Actually, I'm just going to switch to my Silk Touch pickaxe. Oops. Not that it's going to make a whole lot of difference. It'll just be, other than being slower than the shovel. Just means I'll still get the grass up when I get it. And it's just going to be faster than switching back and forth to the shovel. All right. So grab that. That goes there. That goes there. Wonderful. Okay. So I think this will make all sorts of sense at some point in time. At some point in the future, sense will be made of this. All right. All right, and now we'll just pull this out here and that out there and back. That's not where that was supposed to go at all. Okay, so that goes there, that goes there. Swing it around this way. Now. Okay, that's going to go that way. All right, and then I need this one. Yeah, it can go here. I guess I don't think it'll make any difference, but all right, cool. So now if I drop this hopper minecart in there, just make sure it makes it all the way across. Looks like it's going to be fine. Other than the track I almost forgot to put back. Oops. Darn it. I invalidated my test. That's okay. So I'm actually kind of concerned about the return trip, which seems to be doing okay. All right. And oops, that's not where it would go. All right, so cool. So the minecart's doing that, doing its thing. Wonderful. So I think this is going to go all right. So let's go ahead and craft up a lever because I have no cobblestone. Of course not. That would involve getting stuff, right? Okay. Yep. Perfect. So it goes, unloads, and we're back. Great. All right, I'm just going to get some cobblestone or a lever or both so that I can stop the minecart. That was slick. All right. All right, so let's grab the lever. All right. Oh, you know what? It is almost bedtime, so we'll hang out here for a minute. Drop off the iron. Yeah, I haven't done enough. I've done some bartering. Their prices are back up to where they were. I'll have to look. I don't think I've enchanted a hoe yet. I want to enchant one. You know, mending and unbreaking, of course. But I want to enchant one with Silk Touch for you know, for leaves and stuff. I could enchant one with Fortune for farming, but I don't know that it's going to make that much of a difference. All right, lever. All right, so if I slap this lever down here, it does nothing. Cool. I know there was a way to turn this thing off. I just forgot what it was. There it is. Just got to put it to get the lever on the right block. Okay, cool. So that'll make it back here, and it'll just hang out there until I'm ready for it. Awesome. All right. Cool. So let's take our composter. It's going to go there. And I'm going to throw a bit of glowstone on top of it. Keep things nice and shiny. All right. And I think what I'll do here, once I get all this in place, yeah, I should have grabbed the hoe before I left. I have a couple of diamond hoes in boxes because one of my villagers was selling them. So I bought them for future use, and they're just sitting over there in a chest. All right, so just Slide all this rat on over here. Yeah, F3G. Yeah, so the chunk border is inside here. So these hives that are sitting here will also be... Yeah, because it'll be solid. I think it'll end up dropping the stuff out this way, so should be good there. Okay. So we'll just get through this. Okay. All right, so that's going to go there. I need to block that off and do all sorts of stuff. Yep. Minecart has stopped. Perfect. All right. So I need to do that, and I need to get some azalea leaves. Let's chop this down, too. Yeah, a little bit of flowering azalea. Actually, some regular leaves might be helpful too, just to break it up, right? Grabbing some other stuff, some spruce leaves to mix in with that might look good. Never gonna see it, but it might look good. All right, so now I need to do a couple things here. First off, I need to put that away. Second, there we go. There's a diamond hoe. So let's, we have to clear some inventory space, but I'm breaking 3. Got it already. Okay. Looting silk touch. Got that. And I'm going to need mending, which I don't think I have right now. Right. Yeah. Looting. Okay. Fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that stuff on there, and then I'll get a mending book. All right. So grab some breaking 3 action. We'll grab some silk touch action. And now... Yeah, I just need to I need to buy some mending. So grab some of that. Grab some... As I recall, this mending book is insane. This is one guy I need to feed to zombies, because the mending book is really expensive. It's like super expensive, but it's all right. I can deal with that at some point in the future. All right. So mending. Oops, not the bucket. Mending. All right. And we'll just call this the silky hoe. All right. Wonderful. Okay. Cool. Now, there are a couple things I'm going to need to do. Obviously, at some points, I need to get a villager over here, which means I need to hijack that rail line. But I also need to get some azaleas. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sure I silk touch the... Okay. Yeah, make sure I silk touch the flowering azalea. The other I can punch. I need at least some azalea saplings. Okay. Alright, so let's just drop that torch there. I think there's a chest in this house I can drop a few things off in for the moment. Because, yeah, just leaving random things and random chests all over the places. Oops, that's a silk touch shovel. Okay, so that goes there and there. So let's grab some. Definitely want to grab the flowering azaleas. Yeah, and said I thought about getting the fortune fortune pick or fortune hoe. I may still do that, but okay. See if I can get up here. And nope. No. This is too hard. It's too hard. I can't do it. Okay. Did it. Do it on time. Time is okay. Grab some of that too. And grab a little bit of this too. But I need to be sure I get plenty of saplings because that's going to be the... I'd like to regrow this azalea tree. Yeah, I'm sure I've got some more. I might have some more. Not 100% sure that I have more. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I'll just take this azalea tree down. And again, hope for the best. I do have one azalea sapling on me, so... I've got 3 azalea saplings on me, so even better. All right. Cool. I'm just going to plant them over here next to my all the other trees I've been planting over here. Okay. Cool. And hopefully those will grow up big and strong. All right. So let's see what I got going on here. Ow. All right, I should probably... Oh, I don't have any way of marking that. Okay, that's fine. Fine. Everything's fine. All right, so this is going to come out because there's no reason for those to be logs. All right, so let's take some leaves here. I'm going to just throw a little spruce in. Okay. Just a little bit from in various places. All right. Okay, so, you know, there's no reason I can't kind of mix and match and make it look, you know, somewhat reasonable. Again, I'm not sure how much I'll actually be able to see in this farm, but, you know, it's there anyway. Okay. And, you know what? I should put a little bit more flowering azalea over here. The reason I'm putting the flowering azalea in, remember, is to attract bees. So having the bees there is going to be a good thing. My glasses are hurting my face. It's a thing. All right, so now I can get out here with my hoe. Okay. All right, and this is all going to be farmland. Yeah. There we go. That's not how that was supposed to go. Okay. All right, you know what? It's getting dark. I should probably think about sleeping here in just a moment. All right, cool. Let's go do that. Oh, sweet. So, good news. Okay, so the farm started. I've got lots of seeds down in my starter hut, so I can plant that field. And I'll need to pull all sorts of stuff in. You know, pull in a villager to do stuff. But obviously, the rest of things need to be there. So, cool. Do I have ice? I think I do. I think I do have ice. Yeah, I do. Wonderful. I also have an ice farm, so that'll be nice to have. Oh, ice is just really, really good for placing water in places. All right. So we'll just meander up this way and around and that way and over there and down and some upside down and something. All right. Whoa, okay. Try that again. All right, so now I have a bucket. Perfect. Now, this doesn't have to be still water. It could be flowing water for the sugar cane, but, you know, it's fine. Now, oh. Darn it, I think I screwed that up. Because I actually want the sugar cane... I think I want the sugar cane to be over the track. Yeah, I think I wanted it to be over the track so that I could put a wall here. The rail goes under it. The sugar cane will break, stick here, but because the minecart... Yeah, that's how I wanted to do it. Okay. So that needs to come out. This needs to come out. Okay. And a lot of it needs to be put back, but it's fine. Get to that moment. Okay. All right, so let's fill that back in. All right, so let's see. What do I have room for? Cool. All right, so that'll go there. Okay. So I'm going to have to rebuild my docking station over here, but that's okay. Can do that. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So this is all going to come out here. Whoa. Nope, 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 nope. Lots of nope happening. Okay. So let's see. That should be that. Fill that in. Cool. All right. So now I can take this chest. Okay. Chest will go here. And again, that's just temporary while I get some other stuff going. But, okay, let's grab that. Grab the hopper. Okay, so the hopper goes there. Right. I get it. I get it. So that's going to go there. Some grass. Okay. I'm doing on time. It's nearly time for me to stop, actually. Man, time goes fast sometimes. All right, so this will come in. Oops. Like that. All right. All right. So that thing's going to really launch off there, but that's okay. We're good. I also should probably have a way out of this for the moment. There we go. All right. Cool. All right, so grab all of this redstone stuff. Jeez. I don't have inventory space for anything here. All right. All right, so let's see. Make sure I'm doing this correctly. All right, so that redstone stops things. Cool. Take that out so I can see what's going on. All right, so that goes there. Cool. All right, so this will now slide in right there. Cool. So now we got a block that way. We got our redstone torch. Right. Goes there. We've got our repeater, which goes there, which is now powering the rail. Perfect. I'll say, I should have a hopper minecart around here somewhere. Yeah, it's still hanging out over here. All right, so we'll drop that in right there like that. Off it goes. Cool. Now I can grab that lever, slap it right there, I think, and turns it off. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Cool, so that's good. So the sugar is going to go there. I can slap up some sort of wall between the sugar and the cactus farm, so that it just nicely collapses where it is and doesn't cause any trouble at all. Yeah. So that's not going to be there. Cool. All right, nice. Well, I've got lots of farms to set up here in the next stream or two, but shouldn't be too bad. I also need to build this guy out and get the some beehives and stuff set up over here. I do have some bees, which is nice. It's hard to build honey farms if you don't have bees. So we got that going. All right. So I've got some hives. Yeah, one of the things I did, I needed some stuff the other day, and I had some bees floating around. I thought, you know what? Let's keep things safe. Just keep the bees safe. So I took the one bee nest I had and a couple of hives and locked the bees in there with some couple of flowers. So anytime I want to come in here, so right now everything's full of honey, so I can come shear all of that, grab what I need to. I can even breed up those bees. So I've got plenty of them. And then at night, I can come swipe these hives and place them in the farm. I can even take that bee nest if I wanted to. Doesn't make a whole lot of difference one way or another, I suppose. All right. Nice. So, potatoes. All right. Perfect. Well, then, we'll just hit this webcam button. There we go. So definitely would thank y'all for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun. Get this all set up, and we'll soon have a really nice place to have all of my all the stuff I need. But definitely want to give everyone a shout out. Woven for those bits, everybody for watching, lurking, all that good stuff. Let's see. Oh, you can also support me over there on Ko-fi. Or you can follow me on the socials, or both. All of those things are good. You know, I'm Music Free Gaming on Twitter and TikTok and all that good stuff. And of course, again, support me on Ko-fi. That's ko-fi/musicfreegaming or ko-fi.com/musicfreegaming. We'll get it. We'll get it. And until next time, be excellent to each other. This is Music Free Gaming signing off.